It's High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA. Tonight, high school basketball. It's Palmyra at Trinity. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Trinity High School. John Reppitz, joined by Charlie Fortney and the coach, Todd McCall. And we have two key games coming to you as far as the Mid-Penn Keystone Division Conference is concerned. Palmyra at Trinity. We're going to start with the girls. And Charlie, Palmyra comes in here. The girls are 10-0. Their games haven't been close. All blowouts. What makes this team click?
Well, there's a reason why they're 10-0. They have 5 girls around 5'10" that can play guard, forward. Pretty much they could coach the team. They're a hard matchup. Trinity's going to have a tough time matching up tonight.
And Trinity, on the other hand, the Shamrocks are always near the top of their division. But if they don't get a win tonight, they fall 3 games behind already in the standings.
They have hunger on their side tonight, hopefully. And they also have a point guard, a true point guard, maybe one of the best in the league, that could possibly navigate this Lady Shamrocks team to a win tonight, possibly.
Okay, now let's go to the keys of the game to Coach Todd McCall. And Todd, how do you see this one playing out?
Well, first of all, for Palmyra, when they score 60, that's a magic number for them. That means 11 wins. Up-tempo, that's what they can do. And more importantly, they're going to have to control Betts White. Now, if you're Trinity, on the other hand, keep the score in the 40s. Go with the zone defensive looks. But more importantly, Betts White, 20+. That'll keep her close in the game. And if it's in the 40s, it could be a win for Trinity.
Okay, Todd, thank you very much. That's going to do it for our Select Medical First Choice pregame show. Forget about whatever else is going on tonight. We have some high school basketball for you coming up next, right here on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Max Saver here at Carnes Foods, where you'll always find a ton of great deals, from groceries to meat department.
There's no place like Carnes for the holidays, with fresh holiday turkeys, fruit baskets, holiday pies, cakes, and frozen extra jumbo shrimp for only $6.99 a pound. Plus, right now, Carnes has incredible savings, like Levy's whole semi-boneless hams, only $1.99 a pound. Whole smoked Kunzler, Burke's, or Carnes double-smoked boneless hams, only $2.89 a pound. And USDA Choice whole T-bone short loins, just $4.88 a pound.
Carnes, over 3,000 items on sale every day in every store.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When you do, see your doctor and ask for First Choice Rehabilitation Specialists and Select Physical Therapy. First Choice and Select PT lead the way in providing exceptional patient care and unmatched customer service. Call 717-558-4333 today to schedule an appointment at one of 15 locations throughout Greater Harrisburg. First Choice and Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Welcome back to Trinity High School. We are good to go for girls action here. Palmyra taking on the Trinity Shamrocks. Getting ready for the opening tip. Trinity in the home white with the green trim. Palmyra in the road black uniforms, the white and orange trim. And it's Trinity moving left to right in the first half action here as you look at your screen.
Well, expect Trinity to come out here and I just want to work at ball. Make Palmyra play some defense. Palmyra's, they're big at every position, but they don't have a true center or a true point. So the goal would be to try to exploit the post and use Betts White to actually slice and dice the defense.
It was Maria Schwartz inside for Trinity, missing the shot, but a foul on the play.
But that was a good play for John, for Trinity, in that Trinity immediately got the kind of play they want. They'll get it to the big, going to the basket. They keep doing that, they're going to get plays. Here's Kate Carmo bringing the ball down for Palmyra.
Starting 5 for Palmyra is Kate Carmo, Gabby Gunderman, Carly Richardson, Katie McClellan, and Kristen Smulligan. And for Trinity, it's Brianna Betts White, Maddie Joyce, Louisa Falsdottir, Maddie Castelli, and Maria Schwartz.
Well, and Ron Berman's been full court press with this ladies from the start of this season. He has confidence in these girls. He wants to throw 5 athletes at his opponent every night, and it's one of the reasons why they've been winning their games by an average of 20+ points a game.
I think 11 points, the closest any team has gotten to the Lady Cougars so far this year in 10 contests.
Well, and Berman knows the toughest battles are ahead, but not a bad way to start out. Led by Carly Richardson, a junior Division I recruit for the Lady Cougars.
That's White pull up on the baseline, no good. Loose, McClellan with the rebound.
You know, I said to Coach Berman before the game, I said, who's your point guard? He said, everybody. So whoever gets the ball can bring it up for.
Brianna Betts-White, pull-up jumper, first points of the game. Trinity on top, 2-0.
And that's a good sign for Trinity. Get some early confidence. Kristen Smolik, 14, has the ball on top. There's Richardson.
She nails a three-pointer.
Yeah, she's been doing it all season. Goes about 45% from the field right now in three-point shooting. How's that a luxury to have your tallest player on the floor, goes about 5'11", to be your leading three-point shooter.
Betts-White. Shot tipped. Pulled down by Richardson. Lead pass a bit too far. Cougars turn it over. Just underway at Trinity. Trinity hosting Palmyra. Visiting Cougars on top, 3-2. Just over a minute into first quarter action.
You know, what's interesting about the Trinity Lady Cougars is when you look at the floor here, you're looking at this team's back. You know, you got, except for Kate Karma, who just got the rebound. Number 13, Kate's nice point guard. She kind of guards the post around the basket. She's kind of a jack of all trades guard, looking at a number of colleges, D2, D3s. She's the only girl they lose on a very talented team, John.
Nice feed inside. Easy layup for Gabby Gunderman.
And let's give credit to Kristen Smolik for the nice assist. Smolik is a player that just made a great play.
Ball tipped away inside.
Kristen Smolik, number 14 for Palmyra, is, John, the most athletic sophomore in the Harrisburg Mid-State. She's 5'10". She bounces off the floor out there. She's very athletic. She can guard point guard. She can defend a post. She's just very talented sophomore.
That inbounds pass went to Brianna Betts-White, who tried to score off the inbounds but was fouled in the act. So she'll go to the line for two. Makes the first.
That's been all Betts-White so far for the Lady Shamrocks. Lady Shamrocks have had a hard time converting on the possible assists that Betts-White's been dishing out. They're just not finishing around the basket. Consistency.
Makes the second. It's now 5-4, Palmyra. Richardson drives, lays it up and in.
See, there's Carly Richardson showing her guard skills, taking it to the basket, finishing with the left hand, going right. It just shows how talented and versatile she is.
Realizing she has to pull up too and couldn't keep going through, or she could have drawn the offensive foul.
Yeah, and I don't rate players for a living or anything, John. Oh, nice basket.
Nice move inside by Maria Schwartz for Trinity.
Yeah, Maria, if they can get Maria Schwartz going here, get her confidence early, and give Trinity a chance here against Palmyra.
It's Richardson to the hoop, left hand, rolls out, no good.
Like that
Schwartz
left
rebound.
hand.
Maddie Joyce drives, dishes.
You know, in our last broadcast in Mechanicsburg, as you know, we spoke highly about Maddie Joyce and her ability. She's turned it on offensively for Trinity over the last couple games as well. She's definitely been a factor for Lady Shamrock, scoring the basketball and giving them more of a punch and more options on offense. Maddie Castelli with the ball on top. She gives some strength and power forward around the basket.
Joyce drives, draws the foul.
John and Charlie, one of the things that I point out right away is one of the keys to the game is controlling the tempo of the offense for the Shamrocks. They're very patient tonight. That's making a big difference. And look at the time off the clock already. You almost played almost 5 minutes, and that's going to be a difference in Shamrock play tonight.
Yeah, this is a good sign, Trinity. Maddie Joyce going to the basket early tonight.
Here's another look at the drive and the foul. Trinity only 2 of 9 in the opening half of the first quarter tonight from the field. So Maddie Joyce will go to the line for her second shot. And she ties the game at 7. Richardson fouled. She's going to go to the line. First one gets the bounce on the rim is good. So puts the Cougars back in front.
That's good for Carly. You see the college recruiters in the stands tonight here to evaluate her. And starting out this is she's going to help herself.
And she makes the second. Cougars up by 2, 3.5 to go. Opening quarter. Again, Cougars pick up full court press. Ball loose underneath.
A lot of scrapping underneath the basket. Coach McCall, what are you seeing down there?
Hey, that is what is indicative of really, literally Keystone play. And I like what the Shamrock Big Girls are doing tonight. They're actually going at it very hard.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're going to have to do that to play in this division.
Well, and that is one thing that Palmyra doesn't have is the big brawn around the basket, the strength and the big size. So if they can put pressure on the Palmyra girls, that's probably to their advantage.
Maddie Castelli's jumper for the Shamrocks pulls us even again. We're now tied at 9.
Coach Berman goes with substitutions here.
That's Katie Dombrowski, number 10, with the ball.
Great field hockey player, brings some energy.
And also on the floor is number 11, Maria Tukas, great cross-country runner for the Lady Cougars. They play in the backcourt by Louisa Falksdottir. Pick up the loose ball. And they're going to call traveling on Maddie Joyce.
I like Maddie Joyce. Look at the way she struts down the court. She just has a gamer about her. It's like you know, I got next on the at the local basketball court. You know, Trinity is taking care of the ball tonight.
First turnover for Trinity.
Charlie, John, we played, 6 minutes, but look at the patience even from the Palmyra end. They run through hard, run cuts. If you're watching this at home, if you're a player at home, a girls player at home, watch these two teams fundamentals. Both coaches have done a great job in really exercising and pushing the offense in this game about moving. We're going to cut to the basket.
Turnover, here comes the Shamrocks on the run.
Well, and Betts White is going to get several of those every game, and there's one of them. Stealing the basketball is part of her game.
Three-pointer, Betts White, no good. Carmel with the rebound. Takes it the length of the floor, left hand, no good.
Okay,
Back on the Shamrocks. Maddie Castelli with a fast break hoop puts Trinity in front.
White, when I say Trinity should walk the ball off the floor a little bit, John, what do? They push it.
Shamrocks, their first lead of the night. It's 11-9. But a foul on the play. She's Carly Richardson to go to the line. And she converts first.
Yeah, one thing about Richardson, I'll tell you, I've had the privilege of spending a lot of time with her over the years with her game, but she just is a leader. I mean, you just start out first time they play on the road out of Trinity and look at her, she's out here. I mean, carrying her team early on to give them confidence on the road, because it doesn't matter what your record is. You know, you come in for the first time, play against a Trinity basketball team. whether it's boys or girls. There's just something about it. You need somebody that feels like, hey, we belong here. And Carly's that player. Only a junior, guys. Holy cow. Gonna see her for a while.
Long shot by Jackie Joyce for Trinity is no good.
Is this, I think they signaled Trinity, but that went off Trinity. Up, okay. I need glasses. I have glasses.
Long three from the corner, no good.
Two.
There's a foul in the backcourt.
Not a good foul. Coach Britton's not going to like that one. You know, I know we don't have a shot of it right now, but if you notice the Trinity players and a lot of the Palmyra players, boys and girls. Oh, here we go. This is not a good foul. Stops the clock.
Entry pass inside, foul on the play.
But I was saying, I don't know if we can get a shot of this, but there's pink shirts all over the gym here tonight. We even have one draped over the table here. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Night. Both teams participating in this, John and Todd, and Palmyra will reciprocate the same idea when the game goes back to Palmyra.
For the Cougars, inside was Katie McClellan. She was fouled, but not in the active shooting. 16 fouls already for Trinity. We have 35 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and Trinity goes to Jackie Joyce. Played in the JV game, sophomore, sister of Maddie Joyce. They go to her to bring some minutes here, keep Courtney Andrews out of foul trouble here.
And McClellan makes the first.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maria Schwartz.
McClellan makes the first foul shot.
I'm still at the mechanics bringing. That was a long night.
That was.
I love Christy Britton's sweater. Note that for the record, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as we can get that.
Nice feed inside, nice. Left-handed layup by Richardson.
It's almost like Richardson 14. What do we got here? She's responsible for 11 of these points here. And she almost gets a steal there.
Almost a near steal. 20 seconds left.
She is playing. I talked to Ron Berman. The work ethic that Carly Richardson has had in the offseason has been demonstrated in her play. She has not had a bad game in the 10-0. And she's not having a bad game right now.
Looking to run. Chance to beat the clock. Wild shot, no good. Another shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. Good one for you. Tonight at Trinity, Lady Shamrocks trail Palmyra 14-11 after one quarter. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Some of my favorite memories are set in the warm summer sun. These memories are so important to protect, just like my family. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
Hey folks, I've never met anyone who didn't love a bargain. At Ollie's Bargain Outlet, you'll find brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices. We scour the world to find closeouts, package changes, overruns, bargains on Mattel, Black & Decker, Ortho, Mohawk, Bissell, Random House, and more.
New bargains arrive daily, but when they're gone, they're gone. Visit ollies.us for a store near you. Ollie's.
Good stuff, cheap.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Back to Trinity High School, ready to start second quarter. We've been tied twice, but the Lady Cougars of Palmyra take a 14-11 lead over Trinity into tonight's second quarter.
Yeah, Palmyra's going to have to get some help from someone other than Carly Richardson, and Trinity's going to have to start taking advantage of those open three-pointers they've been getting. Get to knock one of those down.
Steal inside and stolen right back. Kristen Smolik, no good. Short. Richardson, rebound, up and in, and gets, oh, they call travel on the play.
I don't know about a travel, but that was about the 5th left-hand layup in a row for Carly Richardson. But Smolik shows her athleticism there. Coach Berman wants Smolik to be more aggressive, and she tried to be on those last 2 possessions, but couldn't get it to fall. If they can get her to come out of her offensive shell, this just adds another dimension to Palmyra. It makes them even tougher to beat. Here's Smolik.
Left-handed, she gets it.
Tell you what, they work on left-hand layups at the Ron Berman practices because we have more points of the 16 that were left-handed. That's kids at home. Work on your left hand.
And Charlie, one of the great things about Palmyra is they're so good around the glass. They're very good, like even Richardson, just very fundamental around the glass. Let's talk on the Trinity side now if they have the ball. One of the things I'm seeing, John, Charlie, difference is they're much more poised than they were when I saw them at Mechanicsburg. There's a different team here tonight, and they're moving the ball around, they're swinging it, it's giving the girls opportunities. They just have to knock down the outside shot.
Like right there. Oh.
That's White short with the 3-pointer, but they get it back. Inside, getting the roll.
And Palmyra's not playing Betts White tough. They're giving her that shot. So if she can knock a few of those down, it becomes another ball game for them.
It was Sydney Cochler for Trinity with the basket. Makes it a 16-13 game. To the hoop with the right hand, laying it up and in is Kate Carmo.
Well, wow, it's talking to Palmyra staff before the game. It's like last year they wondered what are they going to do with graduating certain players, but here you go. Here's your answer, Kate Carmo, out of nowhere this year, a leader, and there's Katie McCullough, a sophomore, on that basket.
Biggest lead of the night now for Palmyra. It's 20-13.
Charlie, it's dangerous when you have girls at 5'10" that handle the ball like Carmen. She went around very quick step and kissed off the glass. When you're 5'10" and can handle the ball. Now look at Palmyra doing what they've always done. They were extending their defense a little bit, and they're getting up and down the floor a lot better to start of the second quarter.
Long 3-pointer is good by the Shamrocks' Maddie Joyce.
That was big. That was big. Maddie Joyce that was a big play because, wow.
Answering right back. A 3 of her own.
Kate
Carmo.
Kate Carmo. We got a game here on the night that Notre Dame is going to go after Alabama for the national championship. There's another Joyce. We're going from
Jackie Joyce.
We're going from one Joyce to the next. These are transfers from Villa Maria out of Philadelphia. Moved to the area. Nice family.
Foul inside.
One thing about a Ron Berman Lady Cougar team. Ron coached for years. Todd on the boys' side last 13 years, doing miracles and building a tradition at Palmyra. But his players never see a shot they don't like. I'm telling you. And what's nice about that is, it can be frustrating sometimes when you watch a game like that. But at the same time, you can't key on a team. Coach McCall, you can't really key on a team if only 2 players are shooting. You got everybody has a shooter's chance out there.
There were a couple things that we talked about. I talked with Coach Berman, and one of the things he said is he doesn't run sets because he wants every girl to know that they have equal opportunity to shoot it. I thought that was interesting. He took the job in 2000, asked Harry DeFrank whether he should take it. One of the best things he ever did, and he's wearing green tonight, I mentioned earlier, in honor of Harry DeFrank, so he has nothing but respect here. But I like the fact he allows his girls to shoot. And if I had a daughter who wanted to shoot the ball, I'd want him on her team.
Take him to Palma. We do not advocate moving from your school to one school district to the other. Let's clarify that.
No good by the Shamrocks.
You
McClellan with the rebound.
And John and Todd, if you're dialed in on the Palmyra interior, you're like, okay, there's no girl in there that's like towering over anybody. But when one girl doesn't get the rebound, you got another girl that gets. They're all 5'9", 5'11", in between that range. I like to actually get a measuring stick out and measure all those girls to see if they all are the same height or not.
I'd like to have you as one of our Facebook friends, just like our page. It's High School Sports Live. Live in quotations. You got pictures, schedules, and information about upcoming broadcasts. Just like our page, that's High School Sports Live. Again, live in quotes. And check out our website, hsslivetv.com. Again, schedules, pictures, chance to vote for our player of the game. That'll be coming up a little bit later. That's hsslivetv.com.
Now this is huge. You have Miranda Dixon, played in a JV game, getting in, sparing minutes, getting a foul on Carly Richardson, and a chance for a three-point play. Trinity's hanging around here.
John, Charlie, I think Nixon is one of the girls that I think you're going to continue seeing more minutes, because she is definitely one of the girls that I think if they can get her going, look at the size, John, she presents inside.
Long shot, no good.
Nice box out by Joyce on Richardson. Trinity fundamentally putting it together tonight.
It's Nixon inside, loses the handle, and that's a turnover. And we're going to take a timeout. So we have a stoppage of play, under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's Palmyra on top by 3 over Trinity. Check out Advanced Hoops. That's advancedhoops.com. Charlie, you know all about that, don't you?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been excited here tonight watching both teams, watching the JV games. I counted about 15 players in the 2 JV games that we've been coaching on a regular basis. I guess that's why I sit next to you on these broadcasts. I get a chance to watch a lot of my kids, so to speak, and I'm just proud of all their accomplishments.
And vote for your player of the game. We'll be announcing that a little bit later on after the conclusion of play tonight. Sponsored by the Brenner Family Dealerships. That's hsslivetv.com. And stay tuned, coming up at halftime, it'll be the United Concordia Dental Halftime Report. We'll take a look at some of the statistics and analyze what took place in the first half of action tonight. So that's coming up at the conclusion of the second quarter, which is 3 minutes and 46 seconds of playing time away.
I tell you, Todd, just when you think Palmyra's going to break it open, all of a sudden Trinity comes back. You can tell Coach Britton prepared this team well for this game, because they have an answer for everything tonight on every substitution, and the longer they hang around, the more Cougars haven't lost a game. You know how that is. It's hard to stay undefeated, but you can see tonight why Palmyra's so good. But you also see an improving Trinity ball club.
And I was wondering if that was going to happen. And I as you said, you know it's going to happen. But let's just say this. Nixon coming in tonight, there's 2 plays I've seen her make. Even this last play she made right before the break, or the timeout. Nixon's going to start being a force inside. If this girl comes around, Trinity is really dangerous when it comes to playoff time. Right now, they've got a couple losses in the Keystone, and it's difficult because Palmyra was about ready to pull away with this division. But tonight is a tough draw on the road at Trinity when you're an undefeated Palmyra team.
So play back in, 3:46 left in the second. Visiting Cougars on top by 3, 24-21. Turkus in entry pass, turn around by Carmo, no good.
Different aspect of Carmo's game. You see the nice motion offense that Coach Berman's team runs. And what does Carmo do? She goes and posts up inside, Charlie. She has outside-inside game.
Entry pass stolen by Trinity's Louisa Falstadter. It's her with the ball out front. That's White, entry pass to Nixon. She's fouled hard. That's Kate Carmo. Here's the entry pass into Nixon, and no doubt about that one.
I know I'm commenting on it, Charlie. Are you seeing a different player in this kid?
Yeah, I tell you what, she's growing up before our eyes here.
And she makes the first, nothing but net. Makes it a 2-point game.
Well, foul shots point to a kid being focused while they're playing. When you're making foul shots, that's a good sign.
And gets the second. 1-point game. Palmyra on top, 24-23. So we approach a 3-minute mark in the second quarter. To the hoop, up and in is Maria Tukas.
A lot of girls that can slash for Palmyra. Tukas showing she's one of them. A lot of cut to the basket layups for Palmyra tonight. Good box out.
Box out, but as Fallstarter with a rebound, puts it back up and in.
That was a great rebound and a great box out by McClellan for Palmyra. That was just a good basketball play all around.
Good box out, but unfortunately she didn't get the basket. Right back at the other end, Katie McClellan with a three-pointer for Palmyra.
Well, and she's done a better job at that this year, hitting the outside jumper. It's something she works at very hard. Her mom played at Bucknell. She's on the staff with Coach Berman, also JV coach. Look at this move. Woo. I would have applauded if that one went down. I would have been a fan, Todd.
You got it. Hey, let's talk about Palmyra in that last shot. One of the things about Palmyra is they have the backbreaker. They have that three ball they can knock down when they need it. They've got an inside-outside game, and I tell you, that's what makes them so tough.
Yeah. Well, and again, you don't know who's going to do it. It's hard to key on them. Richardson has not coming out. I don't think she is going to come out, guys.
I don't think she can because of the size inside with Trinity, John, Charlie. That's the big problem right now.
Well, one thing Coach Berman knows is that Carly Richardson is a athlete. She is probably the most in shape girl on the court. She lives at the weight room. She lives in the conditioning atmosphere. She's just one of those full-time basketball players, and every coach loves to have a couple of those.
Traveling call on Trinity's Jackie Joyce. So turnover for the Shamrocks.
Madison Christensen in the game for Trinity, number 25. Played well in the JV game, coming off a bad ankle injury. Coach Britton having confidence the whole way into the JV team.
It's 10 players he's used already so far tonight.
You know, I don't know if we can see a replay here, but this is posts at home need to. The key is not to bail out. Here, watch this. If you're a young post player, do not bail out. Just stand straight up and down, Miranda. Bringing that hand over the top is where the foul is.
And it's Maria Tukas at the line. Not only is she a basketball player, she is the reigning District 3 girls AA cross country champion. Won that title at the end of October.
Okay, I'm impressed now.
So you know she's not going to get tired running up and down the floor tonight. Pass inside, Joyce, left hand, bangs it up and in. Trinity hanging tough, 3-point game, 27
well,
for the Shamrocks.
Coach Britton does a good job of exploiting her mismatches, and she's always been a post coach. Get that ball to the post. And
that's Tukas inside with the rebound and draws the foul. 19 fouls now for Trinity. One away from the double bonus. Palmyra just 5. Tukas short on her first attempt.
Well, guys, one of the things I had a concern for Trinity's end was the pace of the game. They're actually playing pretty well at this pace of the game. Now, that score is etching up pretty high. Remember, 60 is the magic number, I think, for the Palmyra Cougars. 30 at half right now.
Misses the second. Richardson there with the follow, no good. Nixon with the rebound for Trinity. Betts White looking to run, takes it to the hoop. Right hand, good. 1-point game, 30-29, under a minute to go, first half.
See if Palmyra here, I don't think they'll go for the last shot. It's not in their DNA. I don't think they're the type of team that they're going to play to the very end.
And traveling called, so Trinity with a chance to take the lead.
I'll tell you, I wish we had a replay of Coach Berman's reaction on that travel call. Because if I could read his lips, it would be Kristen Smolik. Do not be afraid to be a basketball. Do not hesitate. Catch it and go. Do not hesitate. Play the game. I believe in you, young lady. Play the game. Good spot for Trinity to be in to get this last shot possibly. After a tough half.
20 seconds.
They could actually take the lead here.
3-second violation?
No,
or a foul. No, you need to call a foul.
They're going to call a foul on Nixon on that for legal screen. And she came across and really, she really did give in. It was a very good call on that. That was a foul on 55.
So
but you know what? You'll take the aggressive play, John, at this point.
6 turnovers now for Trinity, so it looks like the Lady Cougars are going to have the last chance at the last shot. 10 seconds left. Left hand to the hoop, no good. Ball loose, false starter for Trinity. Pulls up, jumper, no good, off the rim. It was close. You have a good one for you, folks. 30-29, Palmyra leading Trinity after the first half of play.
I'll tell you what, curious to see what Coach Britton's perspective is, John, but I'll tell you, she has to be happy with the way her ladies have hung in there this half.
Okay, we're going to go to Todd with first half interview. Todd.
Thanks, gentlemen. Here with Coach Britton. Coach, your team's much more poised than what we've seen in Mechanicsburg. You're getting some inside play from Nixon. What's an adjustment you might make right here at halftime?
No, I'm really pleased with the way they're playing. Palmyra is a great team. We really focused on how we were going to defend them, hoping that if we can, get things done on the defensive end, and we're patient on offense, because with any turnovers with them, they're going to capitalize. It's an automatic 2 points. So I'm really pleased with them. We're switching up the defenses a little bit, throwing some junk defenses at them, playing man-to-man, and I think our girls are adjusting well. So I'm really pleased with them so far. I'm glad to be hanging in with them.
All right, Coach, we're going to let you get in there at halftime. As you can hear, Coach Britton mixing up the defenses, playing some different things, showing different looks. Her team shows much more poise. And right now, they're in a dogfight here in the Keystone Division. Back to you, John.
Okay, Todd, thank you very much. And Charlie, it sounds like the coach was doing a lot of coaching there in the first half, the way she's saying she's mixing everything up.
Yeah, she's doing a good job. You can see the expression on her that she knows she has a shot here tonight, and that would be nice. It'd be a nice pre-cap before the Notre Dame game and the boys' game. I got to mention the boys' game tonight.
I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors.
Okay, that's, again, Trinity trails Palmyra by 1. It's 30-29 at the end of the first half. We'll be back with more coming up next at halftime here at Trinity High School. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
This new diet, half and half's awesome.
Best part's the lemonade. Best part's the tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet, half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
What's in a name? Everything. It's your own personal brand. It's who you are. Your word. At Members First, our name speaks volumes. It's our guarantee to our members that there is nothing more important to us than you, your family, your well-being.
When you walk into a Members First branch or office, we'll get to know you, and we'll greet you by name. Open an account today and take advantage of our low Visa balance transfer rate. At Members First, we put our members first.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
Welcome back to Trinity High School. This is the United Concordia halftime report here on ABC 27. Again, a good one for the girls. It's Palmyra on top of host Trinity by a score of 30-29. Earlier we mentioned about the pink T-shirts here in the crowd tonight about breast cancer awareness, and here's Todd McCall with someone to explain exactly what that's all about. Todd?
Guys, John, I'm here with Gary Bricker, and I want to say one thing, something very close to my heart. My wife is a survivor. Talk a little bit about the pink shirts tonight and breast cancer awareness night.
Okay.
Actually, I have to give credit the idea to the people at Palmyra. They were the ones that actually came to me with the idea about doing their breast cancer awareness at the flip side of this, which would be February 1st. And I said, well, why don't we, since we have TV here, we'll do both nights. I got some sponsors, Freisinger Automotive Group and Custom Imprints. More than happy to supply the T-shirts for the players, cheerleaders, and the coaching staff tonight. And we'll carry them over to when we visit Palmyra on February 1st.
So it's actually working both sides, and that sounds really good, a partnership. And one of the great things is talk a little bit about just you know, breast cancer awareness, and then the fact that really getting young people behind a commitment like this now.
Well, I think it's really hard to find somebody in today's society that hasn't been touched by breast cancer in some way, shape, or form, whether it be older Americans or younger kids. And I think it's important for them to realize just exactly what the devastating effects that breast cancer can have on people and families. And it's just something that they really need to have a grasp of what it takes in order for people to get through treatments of cancer.
Well, Mr. Bricker, we appreciate you putting your time and effort out to that tonight and allowing us to be here. And John, something that's dear to my heart, knowing a survivor in my own family, I can tell you that one of the biggest keys to stop breast cancer is early awareness. John, Charlie?
Okay, thanks a lot, Todd. As you said, just about everybody knows someone who's affected one way or another. This is the United Concordia Dental Halftime Report here on ABC 27. We'll be back with more at Trinity High School coming up next here on ABC 27.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored by The Patriot News, powered by PennLive.com. By Keystone Tax Associates, proud sponsor of High School Sports Live. Thanks to Joseph Sandry and Keystone Tax Associates for their support of high school student athletes. By the Keystone State Games, coming to the Harrisburg-Hershey area again in 2013. And by Sports Recruiters. Get noticed, get recognized, get recruited. SportsRecruiters.com.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoops shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored by The Sentinel, connecting you to your community for 150 years. By Allied Cleaning Technologies, Central Pennsylvania's premier resurfacing gym floor specialist. For an on-site evaluation, contact Tom Green at 717-774-0979. By Pack Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their portfolios. PackFinancialFirst.com. And by Advanced Hoops, the area's largest youth basketball training organization. AdvancedHoops.com for spring and summer camp information.
Back at Trinity High School, the United Concordia Dental Halftime Report. Again, Palmyra leading Trinity by a score of 30-29 at the break. John Reppes along with Charlie Fortney, and we're joined by Chris Hopkins, writer for the Carlisle Sentinel. And Chris, looked like you had a pretty enjoyable seat here in the first half. What did you think?
It's been pretty impressive. You know, Palmyra's a tough team. They're not undefeated for no reason, and Trinity's come out and they've played them tough so far.
Are you surprised with the way Trinity's been playing?
You know, I am a little surprised. Brianna Betts-White has been their main scorer all season long. She's definitely been their go-to girl, and she has just a 6 points. And I think there's been 8 different Trinity players who have scored so far, and that's really impressed me. They've been getting the ball around the offense pretty well.
John?
Well, Coach Britton talked about she's been doing everything she can to change things up on Palmyra. And you see it affecting Palmyra. Palmyra typically doesn't just rely on one score, and they're getting their points in a lot of different places. But they had to ride the back of Carly Richardson just to stay in that first quarter. She didn't score in the second quarter. But credit Trinity Lady Shamrocks for balancing it out, using that inside, taking advantage of that slashing point guard. I think Palmyra is going to have to step up their intensity on defense and get more people in the game to have a chance to win here at Trinity. I didn't think I'd be saying that before the game, but I think at this point it looks like momentum is in Trinity's favor and the style of play favors them.
When you look at the Trinity lineup, a lot of the girls at the end of last season who you expected to be in the lineup now, they're not here anymore. And Christy Britton's working a lot of new faces into the lineup. Can you see this team maturing? I mean, is it, you know, all these new pieces coming together and they're getting better as a team with each and every game?
They are, and we saw the stats earlier there. It's just, you know, the team that takes them a lot of shots and gets good high percentage shots usually wins the game, but here we see a balance. Two teams, and you see almost a tie score here in 30-29. You see a very similar thing going on the foul line. Rebounds, Trinity naturally are showing, and turnovers, very even first half, pretty much an even balance.
Okay, we're getting ready for second half action. That was the United Concordia Dental halftime report here on ABC 27. And we are ready to start tonight's third quarter. Trinity will inbound the ball right in front of our table here at side court at Trinity.
We saw a shot at Ron Berman there. It looked like he had some words for the girls at halftime. Looks like he was...
Oh, Betts White doesn't get the roll on the rim, but draws the foul.
I wasn't sure. It looked like he put up the charge symbol. Oh, he called a charge? Yeah. He wasn't decisive about it at first, but then I saw the charge. Yeah, I think that was the right call. She did have position. It just wasn't a blatant charge. I think that's what confused some of the fans here tonight. So Palmyra does. Probably Richardson, you know, being guarded by Schwartz. Richardson probably stopped her dribble a little too early. She probably should have kept going to the basket on the bigger and a little bit slower Schwartz.
And foul called on the play. Offensive.
Tell you what, that's it's almost like a...
Kate Carmo with the foul.
I don't want to say it was a makeup call, but it's almost like a makeup call there. That didn't seem like a charge.
It was, but it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
Castelli baseline jumper good. Maddie Castelli for Trinity puts the Shamrocks in front.
Nice shot by Maddie Castelli. Good start for Trinity.
Off the backboard, no good. Richardson with the rebound, and he's going to call traveling on the play underneath.
Tell you what, I haven't the travel call. There's Richardson. Boy, she's a go-getter. She's getting a rebound, put back. That's her second travel call tonight. She doesn't usually get those. Let's see. That is a good call. She picked that pivot foot up.
Betts White drives off the side of the backboard, no good. Carmo to the hoop, right hand, draws the foul.
You know, look for if you're at home watching this game and you're trying to look for basketball things, Chris, feel free to jump in anytime here. But basketball thing, you know, watch Carly Richardson, number 33. Every time a shot goes up, she goes for the rebound. Like it's almost like it's been ingrained in her. She has Scott Richardson, her father. Former Lebanon Valley college player, played for Pat Flannery at Lebanon Valley. So she definitely comes from good stock, for sure.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Palmyra and Trinity play, actually, and it just seems like she's making every play. She's always around the basket. She didn't score in the second quarter, but that doesn't mean she wasn't helping Palmyra at all. She was always around the basket, always finding ways to get the ball to her teammates and you know, keep Palmyra in this game.
Like to have you as part of our Facebook friends, just like our page. That's High School Sports Live. Live is in quotations. Pictures, schedules, information on upcoming broadcasts. That's like our Facebook page. Again, that's High School Sports Live with live in quotations. We're tied for the third time tonight after Trinity had its first lead of the game. But the Cougars a chance to go back in front. And we are still tied. 31-31, just over a minute into tonight's third quarter.
Well, Chris, we enjoyed having you on this tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we'll be looking to see your commentary on this game tomorrow.
Yeah,
the Sentinel.
This is going to be a fun one to write about. You know, Trinity's still in this game. They're down by 7. I think was the biggest. They've
7
this
points.
Game, and they don't want to let this one go. So this is definitely a fun one to watch. I don't have a bad seat here for sure.
Well, you look pretty tall, so I'm assuming you played some basketball before.
Yeah, I did. I played in high school, obviously, and a little bit in college, Division III.
What are you, about 6'4", 6'5"?
6'6", actually.
Oh, Lord. Man, I should have known when you towered over me there.
Yeah, so I was no stranger to the court.
He was one of those bigs inside.
Yeah, coming back to games like this, it's always makes you miss being out there. But it's
I
fun
don't know.
to watch.
I guess I'm used to playing against a bunch of 6'10" and 7-footers, so 6'6" isn't as towering. So, but still big. That's a guard nowadays in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's like a 2 guard.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
a point guard for goodness sake.
I don't think I have the control to be a guard. But
well, thanks for joining us.
hey, no problem.
May have to keep an eye on the foul situation here, folks, for Palmyra. Both Gabby Gunderman and Kate Carmo both have 3 personals.
Wow, and they're still on the court. And you rely on Kate to guard around the basket. That's one thing they do rely on. And she's vulnerable to a 4th foul early here. Not sure if Palmyra's recognizing her foul situation right now, but it's certainly something we're noticing on the stat sheet here. There's
Held
Katie.
possession.
Hey, John and
Go ahead. Sorry, Todd, go ahead.
John and Charlie, one of the things that I'm seeing that even Palmyra talked a little bit about when I talked to some even the Palmyra players is the height advantage inside. It is making a difference. Whether or not you see them scoring tonight inside Trinity-wise, the girls are towering inside, and it's made a difference right now. I think that's the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons the game's so close.
There's a foul. No doubt about that one.
You know, Katie McClellan, she's a player I've had a chance to watch a lot and participate in training, but she tends to hit the floor a lot. So I know at home you may be wondering what happened, but she likes to get after it. Naturally, Trinity's coming out and playing a little bit more aggressive, and that's definitely. But she's not afraid to get on the floor and take a hit.
That was Maria Schwartz with the foul. That was her 3rd as well. Jumper short. Betts White had the rebound but loses it. Richardson jumper, good. 3-pointer from the corner.
I mean, how do you stop that, Charlie? Because she's got an inside-outside game. When you need a big shot, what does she do? Knocks it down.
Well, she currently, I mean, Jackie Faulkner from Cumberland Valley is playing tremendous, averaging shade under 20 a game. Carly Richardson, the efficiency of the way she's playing is as good as anybody in the mid-state. Shooting over 40% from 3.
And John, here's one of the great things about her. She's a junior. I mean, this girl, I think, could play right now at some colleges.
Well, she's visited and talking to Dad here in the fall and going into. She's visited 6 or 7 Division I's, a number of Patriot Leagues. She definitely has a lot of interest in that high academic D1.
Inbounds left hand was Jackie Joyce, no good. Cougars looking to push it. Pass inside, banked up and in, good.
Look at the unselfish play of Katie McClellan here.
Gabby.
This is an important time here, John, for Trinity.
Gabby Gunderman connected there.
Okay,
but
one
Trinity
in I like
comes
to,
right back.
One in I like to talk, Charlie. Great offensive set at one point for Palmyra, or I mean push the ball, then come down the other end of the floor. Trinity pushes the ball, nobody picks them up defensively. Betts White goes right to the basket. That was too easy.
Great defense by Trinity there.
Paul Stoddard taking it to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Cougars rebound. Feed inside, no good by Carmo. Betts White, long 3-pointer, no good. Foul, it's gonna go on, looks like Jackie Joyce, I believe, is gonna pick that one up.
Tell you what, I love the position that Betts White puts herself in to score the basketball. If she can knock down, man, Todd, just a couple of those. I mean, just knock down 2, they're up 3 in this game, but she gets a lot of opportunities for sure.
And Charlie, I want to say real quickly, one thing to just talk about on her game, and this is just from a shooter's question I'm going to ask you. One of the things, she's such a natural point guard. I just wonder sometimes when she gets beyond 22 feet if it's really maybe a little bit out of her range.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't think she wants to be shooting that many. She's a distributor. She's a college point guard. Her best basketball, much like her sister's, is distributing the ball, but she needs to be able to step up and do that to help the team, and it's just a part of her game that has to mature. And matured Ashley, her sister, did not even average 10 points a game her senior year, naturally battling a little bit of injury, but down at Old Dominion, having a great career, averaged close to 10 points a game just in her freshman year alone, and she, again, her career speaking for itself, and I think she would go back and credit the senior year where she had to try to score the ball more too to help her come out of that. Point guards just get stuck, just giving people the ball, and they got to get comfortable, for lack of better terms, being a little bit selfish at times. John, I was always criticized for being selfish when I played point. I never saw a shot I didn't like.
I was going to mention that. You had mentioned that about the Cougars, not seeing a shot from a Ron Berman team they didn't like. You were chucking them in the parking lot whenever you were playing, right? As soon as you got to the gym, before you were even in, you were shooting the ball,
my
right?
gosh, I had teammates joking with me about my stats, but we had fun, you know.
Palmyra had a 1-point lead at the half. Trinity came back, took its first lead early in the third quarter. Then Palmyra rattled off 6 straight. And now Trinity's come back to make it a 3-point game once again. So we're halfway through the third quarter. Palmyra on top by 3, 36-33. And gentlemen, I'm interested to see how Palmyra is going to react now in a tight game in the second half. They probably haven't been in this situation. This might be their first time all year they've been in a really tight game.
Well, but you are looking at, you're right, it's good for this season. You're looking at Richardson, played in the district semifinals, Smolik, a number of girls that there you go, that have that experience. So you got enough leadership on the floor. And Kate Carmel last year started in the district semifinals at the Giant Center. So they've been in big games, but it's always important to break yourself in during the new season.
And that was Maria Tukas. Gets the basket and converts the 3-point play. So just like that, the lead's back up to 6.
Now, Betts White has managed, and the Lady Shamrocks, to answer every time there's been that 6-point gap. Big possession both ways here.
Pass a little too far inside for Richards, or for Nixon.
Yeah, Katie McClellan for Palmyra wears it on the sleeve.
That's White dishes, and that's going to be a turnover. Cougars inbound midcourt.
Richardson at the point. Kelly's got Joyce on her. I saw this coming.
Drives, foul inside. As soon as Todd tracks down this loose ball, we're going to go to him for an interview. Todd, you're doing everything tonight. You're doing interviews and you're tracking down loose balls.
You know what? The only way I'd ever get on the court is if I got the loose ball. So I'm not like Charlie, unfortunately. I can't hit every shot. But I'm here with Harrisburg Patriot News, Dave Board. Dave, just talk about, we got a tough one here in the Keystone right now. What do you see?
Well, right now, the dominant theme right now is Carly Richardson, who's at the line right now. She got 11 points in the first quarter. Palmyra builds a lead. She doesn't score in the second. Trinity goes up one early in the third. And now she's got a couple of baskets here in the third, and now it's a 7-point lead for Palmyra. Palmyra's not a one-player team, but tonight that's where the offense is going.
Well, you guys heard it from David Bohr. I mean, really get a nice breakdown, and I think what he just said is what we see. John?
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Dave. 3 minutes left. And Cougars have matched now their largest lead of the night. It's back up to 7. It's 40-33.
Yeah, I agree with David's analysis. You know, as so Carly Richardson goes tonight, it seems like that's when Palmyra gets their edge. That's huge.
Betts White nails a 3-pointer.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
And Charlie, scratch what I just said about range. She got a nice shot up right there, Betts White.
Through the hands of Tukas, turnover for the Cougars.
Look at a step back. Nice step back.
Way beyond the line. She's got the ball again. Allstarter drives. No good. Offensive foul.
You know, I don't know if we have a replay on that, but I'll tell you, I'll give Fallstadter credit on that. She went hard. That was a suspect charge. I would I like this as a block. I like this as a block. Katie McClellan comes in late, kind of still angling her body. I don't know, John, what do you think of that one?
Either way, it's her 4th foul.
You know, I don't want to get any text from Donnie Epley arguing with refs' calls here, but I got to disagree every now and then.
And so the hoop is good and a foul at the other end.
But Charlie, I was never allowed to disagree. So you can tell Donnie I was never allowed to disagree. If I stood up and disagreed, I got technical. Come on, man.
Katie McClellan.
Katie McClellan.
She wears it on her sleeve, guys. She wears passion and work ethic all over her sleeve.
Folks, check out our website. That's hsslivetv.com. Vote for your player of the game, videos, schedules, and more, all on the website, hsslivetv.com. Trinity handling the pressure in the backcourt. Betts White breaks it with the dribble. Cougars now with a chance to open up their biggest lead. They lead by 7.
Nice pass.
Richardson dishes, open jumper, gets the rim. Roll on the rim. Katie McClellan. It's now a 9-point lead.
I tell you, McClellan has been, she did not start out in the starting lineup in the beginning scrimmages. She earned her way in that spot. Only a sophomore, goes about 5'9", 5'10", strong shoulders, plays her heart out.
And Charlie, right when you said sophomore, I really wanted to chime in and say that. This is a sophomore on the floor. Coach Berman gets the best out of these girls. I'm telling you, this player is one that you need to circle in the future.
Yeah, and if they can get Smollett going, get her out of this more conservative play, she's so talented too. I mean, that just gives them another weapon.
Christensen inbounds for Trinity to Betts White. Brianna drives. Offensive foul. Charge on that one.
Is there anything that this kid won't do? I tell you what. You talk about understanding a role, knowing all the things that keep you on the floor. How about taking charges, hitting shots, being unselfish, dribbling, driving? She's done it all, 23. If I was going to put in a player of the game early, hey, let's keep our eyes on her tonight.
It's a 9-point game.
Another travel.
I'll tell you what, they're in love with this travel call tonight, and I'd say there's some legitimate ones, but I don't know about that one. I guess that's where instant replay
We've
comes
had
in.
more travels tonight than you see, what, a week in the NBA?
That's a good one.
You don't see this many in a week in any NBA game.
I like that one. John, keep talking. I like that.
Trinity chance to cut the lead down from 9. That's White in front of her bench. Try for the steal was Katie McClellan, but she's whistled for the foul. 15th foul now for the Cougars. Minute to go in the third, and Trinity already 19 fouls.
Yeah, and
one away from the double bonus.
That's not good because the Palmyra can make foul shots.
Another travel call.
Tell you what, this must be like a pregame rule emphasis here tonight. You know, I'm not arguing that these aren't travels. That just seems like it's happened a lot more tonight. I like the way the Palmyra girls do pass the ball around. Very unselfish, as is Trinity. This is two unselfish ball clubs.
That's White with a steal underneath, looking to run. Spins, shot, good. Brianna Betts White.
That was a great play. And Charlie, it started on the baseline with her quick hands, and then look how she converts on a spin move and a soft touch.
Well, and again, Smollett had a chance, went up soft, and Betts White took advantage of not attacking, of Smollett not attacking aggressively.
Palmyra playing for the last shot as we hit the 10-second mark.
You know, Todd, how it works on our broadcast. You know, these comments. Kristen Smollett will be the most aggressive player on the court after these comments.
Maria Tukas drives and hits at the buzzer.
In the Hershey broadcast coming up.
That's right. It's constructive criticism always.
Palmyra led by 2 at the half. They lead by 9 going into the fourth quarter. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When you do, see your doctor and ask for First Choice Rehabilitation Specialists and Select Physical Therapy. First Choice and Select PT lead the way in providing exceptional patient care and unmatched customer service. Call 717-558-4333 today to schedule an appointment at one of 15 locations throughout Greater Harrisburg. First Choice and Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Some of my favorite memories are set in the warm summer sun. These memories are so important to protect, just like my family. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
Back to Trinity High School. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. Host Shamrocks have some work to do as they trail Palmyra by 9. It's 47-38.
Tell you what, Maria Tukas coming out hard for Trinity, or Palmyra on the ball. Great defense by Palmyra. Palmyra seemed like they got a fire lit under them defensively in that quarter break.
That's White for Trinity. Ball over the baseline, goes to the Cougars. Working around the perimeter. Entry pass stolen by Betts White of Trinity. Taylor Sandry has the pass knocked away.
Palmyra's doing a good thing here. They're making Betts White work for everything, because she's the key to Trinity getting back in the game. If you can just keep pressure on her, it makes it tougher on her offense.
Katie Dombrowski of Palmyra with the reaching that time on the defensive play. Taylor Sandry out front. Looking inside to Maddie Castelli. Working it around outside. Betts White, long three, good. Brianna Betts White makes it a 6-point game, 47-41.
Tell you what, she is a competitor.
Back to the other end. Betts White can't get the handle on that loose shot. Goes off her hands out of bounds, so the Cougars retain possession.
Tell you what, Palmyra does a good job of spreading other teams out on their out of bounds plays here. They run off a lot of screens.
Shot by Dombrowski, no good. Foul called underneath.
Richardson, there she is going to the offensive board, and actually, first I thought that was on Richardson, but I don't know if we have a replay on that. But Todd, you're under the basket. You almost got hit by a Richardson flying out of bounds. Did she get pushed in the back there?
I don't know. She goes so hard. I really didn't get to see if she pushed. It looked like she did. It really did. But I tell you what, she goes on it. She has a speed, Charlie, and it's always up. It's full throttle.
It's always 65 miles an hour.
Exactly.
She can get a ticket. She can get a ticket going that fast.
That's right. Richardson makes both foul shots, so it's an 8-point game, 49-41.
Look at her. She has energy to burn. She's on the inbounds. Look at Betts White. Talk about energy to burn here. He did everything but dunk 2 hands in this game so far.
And is there a girl that has that spin move any better in the Mid-State right now than she has, Charlie?
No,
wow.
no. She learned that from Ashley in the backyard.
Yeah, I agree.
Held possession, going to go to the Cougars. Advance hoops. The man sitting to my right knows all about that. Coaching, skills.
There's
drills.
Richardson. Oh. Man, Betts White gets a tip on that. You know, that play right there, guys, is the epitome of this game. Richardson going to the basket left, Betts White deflecting it and creating a missed opportunity. So it's like those are 2 things that we've seen all game long. It's been Trinity's saving grace, and it's been Palmyra's benefit having Carly Richardson attacking and scoring like that.
And they're going to call a foul on that drive. That was Taylor Sandry for Trinity.
There's a good shot at Carly Richardson. Built really well. Added some strength to the upper body since last year. Big 15 as a sophomore. She's a solid 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", can play the 2 through 4 positions at the college level most likely.
First shot up and good by Taylor Sandry for Trinity. And now's your chance to vote for their player of the game, sponsored by Brenner Family Dealerships. That's on HSSLiveTV.com.
Trinity's still in striking distance, guys, here.
It's not over yet. 6-point game, 49-43.
Palmyra keeps moving well without the ball.
Maddie Castelli at Trinity whistle for the force out there.
And this is where Palmyra's taking advantage of some of the mismatches. They're doing a smart thing, guys. They're bringing out the Maddie Castellis, the Schwartzes, the post of Trinity to the perimeter and forcing them to guard them. And that's where Trinity's having a hard time guarding them.
And with Palmyra in the double bonus, it looks like they're going to be living at the foul line now for the final 5:24.
Smolik back in the game, bringing her athleticism. And Browski, what an athlete. Major college field hockey recruit.
McClellan makes 2, so it's 51-43. 8-point game. Betts White, there's that spin move again. Pulls up.
Nice steal by
Richardson with the steal.
And that was an important steal.
Gunderman to the hoop. Got it, Gabby Gunderman.
You won't know what Gunderman did? That's called muscle. I love how the girls' game is elevated now. The girls are actually starting to get on the weight programs too, Charlie, and that's the difference right there. Watching it at home, get on the weights.
Well, you know what, guys? It was a nice drive by. Oh, wow.
Nice follow-up by Maria Schwartz.
As we talk about the Capital Region Insurance Agency's play of the game, that last play, guys, when Carly Richardson stole that ball to give Palmyra their first 10-point lead, I believe, of the game, that could end up coming back if Palmyra goes on to win as being the separating factor in this game.
Traveling call on the Cougars.
That was an important stop at the right time, and they were able to convert.
We have a timeout on the floor. We'll have our play of the game coming up by Capital Region Insurance Agency, the proud sponsor of that. Then that will be part of the Carnes postgame show coming up a little bit later on. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored by The Patriot News, powered by PennLive.com. By Keystone Tax Associates, proud sponsor of High School Sports Live. Thanks to Joseph Sandry and Keystone Tax Associates for their support of high school student athletes. By the Keystone State Games, coming to the Harrisburg-Hershey area again in 2013. And by Sports Recruiters. Get noticed, get recognized, get recruited. SportsRecruiters.com.
Welcome back to Trinity High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA. 4:24 to go. Palmyra looking to remain perfect on the regular season as far as record is concerned. Lady Cougars come in 10 for 10 on the year. Trinity hoping to spoil that. But the Lady Shamrocks have some work to do as they trail by 8. It's 53-45 with about 4.5 left in regulation.
Tell you what, make no mistake, everybody knows that tonight's a big national championship night. We're excited, John, about that in one way. We might have a little less fans in the stands even coming to the boys game, but there's going to be a lot more people at home doing the split screen. I got people telling me that they're going to be at the local bar restaurant. They're going to have at Duke's, they're going to have one game on one screen, one game on the other. So there's going to be a lot of people in the Trinity community and even in the basketball community keeping an eye on that boys game.
Nice follow inside by Louisa Falsdottir. She misses, gets it back, and puts it back up and in to keep Trinity close. 53-47.
Tell you what, Trinity's not going anywhere. They're coming out more aggressive, pumped up.
Richardson muscles it up and in inside.
Well, and I'll tell you what, if you're a college scout watching this game and you're saying, okay, Richardson's, can she play around the basket in college? Well, against a 6'3", 6'2" Maria Short, she just wiggled her way around and found a way to make that shot. She's doing it all tonight.
Schwartz, tough rebound off the miss for Trinity and a foul called.
I think what you call Carly Richardson is a complete basketball player. I love John, Charlie. One of the things since I've been part of High School Sports Live is the elevation of the girls' game now, especially in the mid-state. I mean, I think I took it for granted. We have some great girls' teams out here. Got to get out and watch some of these games.
There's Schwartz hitting the foul shot. We haven't talked a lot about McClellan tonight, but she has 11
points
for Palmyra. Make no mistake about it, if Palmyra goes on to win, we know who our Brenner family of dealerships player of the game is on the Palmyra side. And
she has the ball right now.
John Todd, your thoughts on Trinity's player of the game if they can go ahead and come back here?
Well, I'll have to give that one some thought. First name that jumps out at you would be Betts White, just because she's been able to do a little of everything as far as ball handling and defense and just basically running the show for the Shamrocks.
There's a spread delay game going on by Palmyra. Smart, put a little pressure on Trinity.
Ball loose. Richardson still has possession. And Ron Berman's going to call a timeout. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Okay.
Back at Trinity High School, we have 2:43 left. Palmyra Lady Cougars on top of the Lady Shamrocks of Trinity, 55-48.
Hey, John, there's that magic number. It's 55 and, 60, I say, is the magic number, and I really do think this score has really gotten up. But Trinity has played to that pace tonight, too, though, very well.
Good reach in on the defensive end by Maddie Joyce of Trinity. Knocks it away. Cougars keep possession. Again, Maddie Joyce with the knock away. But again, Cougar ball.
One thing that Trinity's doing very effectively is trapping in the corners. One of the things you got to do is keep your dribble, split the trap, split the defenders, and get that ball out of there. Don't pick that dribble up in the corner, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here, and I felt like I was being trapped.
Call a timeout then.
Yeah. I have my full range of them right now.
There's McClellan working overtime. She just hit the deck earlier, found a way to get a ball to Carly Richardson, got to timeout, chance to regroup, save the turnover.
Makes the first, she'll shoot another.
Tell you what, she's also been an example from the foul line tonight.
And John and Charlie, I have a new thing called the all steel mill team. My dad was a steel mill guy. He went, took the mug to work here, but coffee in it. This girl is an all-steel mill player right now as a sophomore. So I'm going to go out and give you an early one, John. All-steel mill player right there.
Did he carry an old metal lunch pail?
Yes, he
like
did.
Like my dad did? Okay.
With his name on it. I don't know why he had to have his name on it.
To the hoop, good is Maddie Joyce for Trinity. .222 left, foul called. Foul shooting, the story of this one so far. Trinity 8 for 9. Palmyra 17 of 23. That's what happens when you get in the double bonus early in both halves like the Cougars have been.
Well, I'll tell you what, both teams shooting well. Palmyra Lady Cougars just shooting more. And these aren't fouls. These are fouls from going to the basket. That's what's nice about this. This isn't the kind of fouls that a fan will sit back and go, I can't believe they're calling something. These are aggressive fouls. These are the kind of fouls that you like to see and makes the game exciting and makes the game enjoyable to watch as girls go into the foul line.
Daniela Rosman checks in for Trinity.
Well, this just shows the youth of Trinity and how much confidence Christy Britton has in her girls. She's going the whole way down to the JV roster more than once. There's Kate. You know, John, I rarely talk about our program on our broadcast because, you know, we have a chance to work with kids from all over, but I rarely have whole teams come to my program and training. Usually it's kids, bits and pieces here and there, but just a testament to how hard these Palmyra girls work. On Sunday night at Milton Hershey, you'll see 6 to 7 of these Palmyra girls working on their jump shot in just a voluntary optional shooting class. And that's after being in front of with Ron Berman 6 days a week. So you just see kids that want to work on their game. You see it on the foul line. You see the fruit in their style of play. And Kate Carmo's 2 for 2 for the foul line there, makes them 19 for 25. Palmyra, and there's a 10 for 11 or 9 for 10 for Trinity.
And John and Charlie, Trinity, they refuse tonight to be out of this ball game, no matter what.
Maddie Joyce converts a pair. 59-52 now.
Smart play by Kate Carmo. That's a senior play there. That's some senior leadership. Bringing it back out, moving without the ball.
Bringing it further away from the hoop now. Kind of like the old North Carolina four-corner.
Yeah, there's another shot of Maddie Joyce. Here's a young lady, Todd. I have a prediction here. This Maddie Joyce, especially as she gets in her senior year, this is one of the area's best players, I think, just because of the way she approaches the game. Very aggressive. There, she gets a tie-up for her team.
Held possession, and Joyce gets possession for Trinity.
Yeah. Yep. You can see in her, she's like the McClellan of Trinity. She's that steel player of the game, Todd.
Just put her on the steel mill team too. Betts White on the steel mill team. Richardson on the all steel mill team. Man, I'm telling you, they're here tonight.
Joyce, long jumper, no good. She saves it inbounds to Schwartz. They're going to call offensive foul. Schwartz on the baseline.
Well, and I don't blame you, Maria, for trying. And you want that out of the post, but she did hook with the elbow, and referee Brian Kelly caught that.
And if you see it again, she did it twice. She went once, maybe he lets her get by with it. She went the second time, and I think that second time gets you the call.
Here it is one more time. Nice save.
Yeah, no one's going to argue
Bumps,
about that.
And then pushes with the second.
I think Carly's going to have to take a couple laxatives tonight after getting that elbow in the shoulder there, but she's a trooper. She's out there handling. Here's Carly Richardson helping to bring the ball up the court. She's the first pass inbounds. Why? Because she's a good decision maker, good ball handler, and a good foul shooter.
Nice step through, gets the pass away. To the hoop, lays it up and in. Gabby Gunderman. 52. 61-52 now. Under a minute and a half.
Palmyra going to that spread. Tell you what, they were a couple shots away from being in the district championship last year. And they have their sights set on a AAA run again this year against Lancaster Catholic last year. They'll probably run into a similar foe if they're fortunate enough to get through the first couple rounds, because Lancaster Catholic this year, once again, is loaded.
And let me say something about that, John. I just feel like this year, this team, this Palmyra team, the composure they have, the hard work ethic, but more importantly, they have 5 girls, John, that can put the ball on the floor and dribble. That's why they can pull this thing out. This is a very, very, very big-time team, I think, going in after the division.
Yeah, there's in last year, they had the Good sisters, which 2 very talented soccer players decided not to play this year. And, you know, here they just reload.
11 points now, the Cougars' biggest lead of the night. 63-52 as we are under a minute in regulation.
And I'm pretty confident we're here. Look at this, Joyce. I love her.
Drills it.
I love her.
Big time. 63-55. Trinity won't go away, and neither will we. But we'll be right back after this timeout. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
High School Sports Live on ABC 27 is sponsored by The Sentinel, connecting you to your community for 150 years. By Allied Cleaning Technologies, Central Pennsylvania's premier resurfacing gym floor specialist. For an on-site evaluation, contact Tom Green at 717-774-0979. By Pack Financial, helping local families build, manage, and protect their portfolios. PackFinancialFirst.com. And by Advanced Hoops, the area's largest youth basketball training organization. AdvancedHoops.com for spring and summer camp information.
Back at Trinity High School, we have 50 seconds left. Palmyra looking to go 11-0 on the season. They have the lead over Trinity, 63-55. And the Cougars will inbound the ball.
Well, we got a hard-working crew here tonight. The referees are getting up and down this floor. And I will say they've done a good job. I've had a few constructive points tonight, but I'll just call them constructive points, John.
Everything's constructive. Steal in the backcourt by Trinity, and a foul call.
This is where the game drags out.
Gabby Gunderman picks up her 4th.
Sophomore Daniela Rosman. Another young lady I've been fortunate enough to spend some time with, and her and her brother, and just a good family, the Rosman family from Stilton. That's why they're a good family. They're from Stilton.
Makes the second. 7-point game. Trinity still within striking distance if they can get a steal.
Credit Trinity, just, man, this almost looks like a repeated JV game. Those girls just never gave up.
Long inbounds pass.
McClellan Smart brings that ball back out. Coach Berman's team this year is, I'd say, much more poised and smart basketball club.
Foul away from the ball with 31 seconds left.
And I got one question, John and Charlie. Really, how many girls teams you know can put up 60+ every given night in the mid-state? 60 points is going to win you a lot of ball games in this area.
In 10 games, they've only been under 60 3 times. Once they had 59. So you're right with your keys when you said 60 is the magic number. Tukas hits foul shot, 64-56. Betts White drives, draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Maria Tukas. That's her 4th.
Hey, look, credit Trinity, they're not going nowhere. Anytime Betts White's pushing the ball and has the ball in her hand, make any opposing coach nervous.
Makes the first. She gets one more.
Down 7 with 23.9 on the clock.
Chance to make it 6. The lead was 11 just a short time ago. It's now 6. 64-58. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one coming up next. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Welcome back to Trinity High School. Closing seconds of the first game of our doubleheader for you tonight. Girls action. It's Palmyra on top of Trinity, 64-58. Stay tuned. We have the boys contest coming for you next. Boys lined up at the doors of the gym waiting for the conclusion of this one so they can get out and get warmed up and get going in theirs. Palmyra to inbound. Carly Richardson pulls up but calls timeout in the backcourt. Trinity with a good defensive pressure there forced the timeout to be called. Stay tuned. Coming up next, after the conclusion of this, we'll have our Carnes postgame show. And then that will include our play of the game, sponsored by Capital Region Insurance Agency. And I know Charlie has his favorite for that, and I think I will second his choice on that one. And player of the game, if it finishes the way it is right now, I think we have that choice made as well.
Carly Richardson will sew that one up with 20-plus points, and goodness knows how many rebounds.
19.7 to go. Myra to inbound. There's the long pass. Dombrowski takes it in, blocked by Jackie Joyce. Wasn't going to give up the easy hoop. Here's the replay on that one more time. Dombrowski takes it in, but Joyce with the swat away. So we're down to 17.3 to go. Palmyra inbounds under the basket. Feed inside. Loose. Carmo over the end line.
That was some great hustle on that baseline right there. I tell you, John, the girls are getting after Trinity. Trinity had a lot of heart tonight. No refuse to stop playing.
Inbounds pass, corralled by Carmo. And we're going to have another timeout with 13 seconds left. Both coaches just coaching the heck out of this one. 13 seconds left. Todd, how tempted were you to jump on that loose ball down there?
Well, I wanted to help out a little bit, get down there on the green if I could, and get after it. But John, you know, it's this play tonight has been one of my favorite games to watch because of the intensity. Second of all, looking up at the score and seeing 58 points on the home team, 64 on the visiting team. This is a girls basketball game putting up these kind of numbers. This just shows you that this Keystone division is a really special division this year, John.
In years past, 58 would have been nothing for some of the old Harry DeFrank Trinity teams. But,
right.
But this year is a young team that's developing. 58, this could be a milestone for them.
Right, and Harry's teams had the ability to play 58, 60 range, but they can win a game in the low 20s or the high 30s as well.
Time running out, under 10 seconds. Long shot, no good. Palmyra harnesses the rebound, and that's going to do it.
Well, hats off to Trinity for playing a very good game tonight. And it's a big step forward for her and a big win for Ron Berman's Palmyra. Anytime you can win on the road, it's a win.
Ron Berman's Cougars go to 11-0 on the year with a 64-58 victory over Trinity. We'll be back with more as you're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Max Saver here at Carnes Foods, where you'll always find a ton of great deals from groceries to meat department.
There's no place like Carnes for the holidays, with fresh holiday turkeys, fruit baskets, holiday pies, cakes, and frozen extra jumbo shrimp for only $6.99 a pound. Plus, right now, Carnes has incredible savings, like Levy's whole semi-boneless hams, only $1.99 a pound. Whole smoked Kunzler, Burke's, or Carnes double smoked boneless hams, only $2.89 a pound. And USDA choice whole T-bone short loins, just $4.88 a pound.
Carnes, over 3,000 items on sale every day in every store.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When you do, see your doctor and ask for First Choice Rehabilitation Specialists and Select Physical Therapy. First Choice and Select PT lead the way in providing exceptional patient care and unmatched customer service. Call 717-558-4333 today to schedule an appointment at one of 15 locations throughout Greater Harrisburg. First Choice and Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking, exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
Back at Trinity High School, where the Palmyra girls run the record to 11-0 on the year, knocking off Trinity by a score of 64-58 in one of the better played games you'll see anywhere here in the Mid-State this year, as far as the girls are concerned. We have a couple of post-game honors to give out, and the first is our player of the game. And for that honor, we're going to send it to Todd McCall. Todd?
Thank you, John. I'm with Coach Berman, and I'm with the player of the game, the Brenner Family Dealership player of the game, Carly Richardson. Carly, you've been doing it. You're only a junior. You've been doing these things. You guys are now 11-0. 60 is the magic number for you guys this year. But what did your team have to do to come down here and endure a very tough road game?
Well, we definitely had a mismatch with this team. Trinity's a huge team, but our key to the game was to push the tempo up and get it to be a fast game. And when we were able to do that, we were successful.
Well, I had that key for you guys to push the tempo, up-tempo game, and you were able to do that. I want you to know I started something called the All-Steel Mill team. That's people who go to work, the All-Steel Mill team. This girl's on your All-Steel Mill team, Coach. And, Carly, one of the things, you're 11-0 now. What do you have to do, you think, from here on out to just finish and win this division?
We definitely need to cut down on turnovers. We're a young team, and the fact that we play fast, we understand that there's going to be a little bit more turnovers. So one of the things we need to work on is just taking our time a little bit, thinking before we do. But we have a young team, and we have some great leadership in Kate and Gabby, and I trust that they'll get us to the places we want to go.
Well, I'm going to make a prediction for you. First of all, I think you're going to go on to be an American history teacher. Second of all, I think you're going to play Division I basketball. And last but not least, I think you're going to be a head coach somewhere. So I just wanted to let you know that that's my prediction for you. Coach Berman, one of my favorite guys to be around. You're wearing the green tonight in honor of a good fan, Harry DeFrank. Your team came here, and you had to coach, I know, all the way down to the wire. You expected that. But your team came and had a gutty victory tonight. Talk a little bit about it.
Well, first of all, Harry DeFrank, I've always had great respect for the man. He was the first person I actually called as another coach when I took the girls' job, just for advice. We go back to the boys' day. So, yeah, when I walk into Trinity, I really do get emotional. Harry was just a good man who did a lot for a lot of people. Now, back to basketball. This is a tough game. I told you before, Todd, they have that 3-4 kids bigger than us. And Betts White is someone we can't turn them over. So you get in a real slugfest. Fortunately, we did have a little run in the second quarter, and then the third quarter we got some separation. That it was a game that went down to the end, but we always had a 1 or 2 possession cushion, so it wasn't quite that panic. it's a great game for us because we have not been in a end of a game situation. And we do have 4 sophomores who are a little new to this, and you know, I think it was just turned out couldn't be any better game for us to prepare us for, you know, more of these type of games down the future. So it was a great game.
One last question. You go into practice tomorrow. One thing you're going to look at?
You know, probably not much tomorrow. This is just brutal, Todd. You know, we played 5 games in 9 days, all league. You know, we'll have a light practice tomorrow, talk about Hoshi, and try to get ready for Wednesday night at Hoshi. And it just, you know, it doesn't get any easier. We talked the Keystone Division. Whoever is that worst team, they come to play every night. And if you don't play, and boy, my hats are off to Trinity and Christy and her staff. I thought they had a great game plan, and fortunately, we had enough athletes to make enough plays.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Carla, we appreciate it. John, Charlie, you heard it very well. Coach Berman summed it up. You got to come to play every night. We're with the Steel Mill player and a Brenner family dealership player of the game, Carly Richardson. Back to you guys. What a great game we've had here.
One question for you, Todd. American history teacher? How can you make that kind of prediction?
Well, I said she's going to be an American history teacher. I had that feeling, maybe because I did a little bit of that. And I definitely know a coach for sure.
Okay, thanks a lot, Todd, with Coach Berman and our player of the game. Back with more as we get it ready for the boys' action coming up next here at Trinity High School. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Hey folks, I've never met anyone who didn't love a bargain. At Ollie's Bargain Outlet, you'll find brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices. We scour the world to find closeouts, package changes, overruns, bargains on Mattel, Black & Decker, Ortho, Mohawk, Bissell, Random House, and more.
New bargains arrive daily, but when they're gone, they're gone. Visit ollies.us for a store near you. Ollie's.
Good stuff, cheap.
What's in a name? Everything. It's your own personal brand. It's who you are. Your word. At Members First, our name speaks volumes. It's our guarantee to our members that there is nothing more important to us than you, your family, your well-being.
When you walk into a Members First branch or office, we'll get to know you, and we'll greet you by name. Open an account today and take advantage of our low Visa balance transfer rate. At Members First, we put our members first.
As you can see, last year, I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today. United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Welcome back to Trinity High School. This is the Cardinals post-game show, and you saw here on ABC 27, Palmyra remains undefeated on the season. The girls defeat Trinity 64-58. We thought it was going to be a good game, but you just never knew. Trinity was young and inexperienced. Palmyra hadn't been battle-tested. How do you think both sides kind of weathered this one tonight?
It kind of seemed to go like we thought, that Trinity was going to be hungry, and Christy's team's improved because she does a good job coaching them over there and making adjustments. And she did a really good job. And Coach Berman gracefully said, hats off to the Trinity staff for making it really tough. But he's right. He had the horses, the athletes, whatever you call it, the players to make it happen. Palmyra is talented. We saw that tonight, and we just saw one of the area's best all-around complete players in Carly Richardson doing what she does best, doing what she's been doing, and we see it on this next play we're about to evaluate.
Okay, now we're going to move on to our play of the game here on the Carnes post-game show, sponsored by the Capital Region Insurance Agency.
And that steal,
and
the finish marks a, where they couldn't get past the 6 to 8 point mark. That's the first time in about 4 minutes 40 seconds that they went up 10 and really looked back never really looked back, you know, and again, it just showed that it was all-around play that won the game for the Palmyra Lady Cougars in the end.
You could say that the nail was there in the coffin, and that play just kind of drove it home. That's the one that really iced
it was that separating it, forced Trinity to start to play comeback mode, and whenever you do that, it's hard to put it all together to do the job.
Right. Again, we're Trinity High School getting ready for the boys' game now between Palmyra and Trinity, as we're putting the finishing touches on the opening game. Both teams could probably take a lot from that first game, don't you think, guys?
I think so. I think, and you know, you go into this second game, the boys, it's going to be a different type of game because you got two teams that you got a hot Palmyra boys, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. It's just, I think we're in for another battle.
Okay, Todd?
It's a lot to take home. Both teams played very well, but, you know, Palmyra just has a lot of juice and a lot of power, and it's hard to beat them.
Okay, that's going to do it for our Carnes post-game show. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned. We have a lot more action to come your way from Trinity High School tonight as we have the boys' game coming up next here on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.